Carolina Panthers. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the LSU Tigers and the Kansas State Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, I checked in with Kansas State's head coach before the game. He is so excited to lead his team out onto this field where he was a player himself. He has waited his turn. It is a full circle moment for him. And he said, I cannot wait to be the head coach and be the leader that I had when I was a player. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Wildcats offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And here comes the man that makes this offense go. A veteran presence that's really taken control of not only the quarterback room, but this entire offense. Jones to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Tiger. And they turn it into a defensive score.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
He's got it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They're dealing with a second and long. They want to run this quarterback. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Off play action. Takes the easy one to the back. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create navigate that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The LSU Tigers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. There was a lot of interest in him in the offseason. He's a guy that they are excited to give the reins to this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's knocked down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And I'm really impressed with this start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Avoids pressure on the right. Took care of it himself. Flies to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. He's got 50 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. After run, now throw. Firing to the right, complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense, their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
Touchdown, Tigers! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if he's going to run it. Quick spin on the run. Breaks into the open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll try it over the left side. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Stop cold. Couldn't find even a sliver of daylight. They lose yardage, and they'll turn it over on downs. Takes the handoff. It's Levis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Right back to the well. Picks up the 1st down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. There's a crease. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And This offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together, made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They just keep firing. There's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He'll keep it on second down and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It'll be third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback will keep it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Brent.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And the Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. He's got him. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get it.
Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out, firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Now on the move. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Kansas State quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They're working that left side. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He turns that loose down the right side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Yeah, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU. Rolled his way into the end zone.
I just love that about this team because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man.
And the ball is loose on the return. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Jones to throw.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now on the counter. Find some fresh air. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the 3rd quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Pass to the left. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Bounced off his feet. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Wide receiver going in motion. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They get to him as he throws. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Look out on the right. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Bringing it out. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. First down here for the offense. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Tries it again on the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Now the play fake. Quickly complete. At midfield, he's got room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the draw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Red pass, it's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Kansas State.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking for space. It's Levis. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll ride the hot hand. Might have a chance.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. He got it back corner of the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
Coming out with it, it's Hainsworth. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quick strike complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Jones wants to throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from you.
But it does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Here's the return. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Stealing a score on special teams.
And this team is dominating this game on offense, on defense, and on special teams. They're piling on here this time with a phenomenal punt return. Oftentimes on these returns, you got to make one guy miss, and then you just let your athleticism take over. That's exactly what happened. Total domination by this team in this game.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quick handoff. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. And the Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll go right back to it. Powers through the defender. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll try the left side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Now they're going to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Jones to throw. Finds his big tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He breaks a tackle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Scrambling away. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Looking to fire. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. That is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to go right back downfield. Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna look downfield again. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Hands it off on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Vincent. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense set on 1st down. They'll give it on the counter. Maybe a crease. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset too.